Being stuck in a situation that you're not happy in is a choice. Now, I'm not saying that you're consciously making a decision to be stuck in a place where you're miserable at, a place that you can't stand. But what I am saying, most people don't understand that they can make changes to their life to put them on a better path. I know that because I've done it. And in this video, we'll talk about the things that you can do to make sure that you do not stay stuck in a place that you're not happy in. Hi, my name is Mahogany, and I make videos on how you can evolve into a person that you're proud of. I also talk about things that we can all relate to. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, hit the subscribe button and welcome. I am so excited to have you. Now, when it comes to being stuck, most people don't realize that there are things that they could do in order for them to put themselves in a better place. This usually comes from growing up in a space or being part of a culture that it is so normal to be stuck and to be miserable and to not really like the way your life is going. Although you may be in that culture, although it may be something that you're used to, I'm telling you for a fact, if you want to make a change, you can. That does not have to be your end-all be-all if you don't want it to be. Most people feel like this because it's not that normal to see people in certain situations make it out. For people in certain situations to really change their lives around. And when you're surrounded by people who are not in happy places in their lives, but they also aren't making changes, it's easy for you to get stuck in that cycle too. So like I said, I've done it. I came from very, very humble beginnings. My mom raised me, my brother, and my sister all by herself. My father wasn't part of my life. I did not come from money. A younger version of me would be so proud to see how far I've made it. And if I can do these things, so can you. So let's get into it. As I was sitting back looking at my life, I realized that I wanted something so different for myself. Something that I was not used to, something that was greater than where I was. I knew that I needed to make a change. I just didn't know what. I was just willing to do whatever it took in order to get me to a place where I could sit back and be like, you know what? I did this for myself and I'm so proud of everything I've done. I never had guidance of someone being able to give me step-by-step things that I should do in order to get me to a place where I am right now. Everything that I've done, everything that I've experienced, and everything that I've learned has been through trial and error. And the main thing that I did that put me on the path to success was getting comfortable with hearing the word no. I had to get comfortable with rejection. And I know that's a very hard thing for a lot of people to overcome because nobody likes rejection. But the more you get comfortable with it, the more you get comfortable with putting yourself out there. The most successful people had to get comfortable with hearing the word no. The word no and rejection is part of your journey. You will learn so much by being rejected. Your confidence will grow by being rejected. You will be more comfortable with going out and taking chances once you get comfortable with hearing the word no. And one of the main things that got me so comfortable with hearing the word no is hearing the word no or getting rejected does not tie to my character. It does not mean that I'm not qualified. It may mean that I need to work harder. It may mean that I need to learn a little bit more. It may mean that I'm just asking the wrong person. But regardless, being able to take rejection to the chin and still keeping that momentum to move forward is such an underrated skill. And I'll be honest, although I'm comfortable with rejection, it still sucks to hear it. But because I'm able to not link that rejection to who I am as a person, I'm able to continue to move forward. Another thing that I had to master and that I didn't really understand the importance of it was showing up for myself. When I said I was going to wake up at 5 a.m., I woke up at 5 a.m. When I said I was going to eat clean for that week, I ate clean for that week. When I said I was going to go to the gym, I went to the gym. Being able to show up for myself was one of the best things that I was able to do. Knowing that if you can't depend on anyone else, you can depend on yourself is so empowering. At the age of 23, I packed up my car and moved to the other side of the country. I did not know one single person in the city. The only person I could depend on was myself. And I was okay with that because I knew at the end of the day, I would be okay because I had myself. Showing up for yourself can also look like spending time alone, actually enjoying your own company, taking care of your mental health, taking care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. The next thing that I did that got me out of that cycle of being stuck was taking the leap of faith. The unknown is scary. It is frightening not knowing if you do something, if it'll work out or not. But you have to believe that no matter what happens, it's part of your journey. Regardless if you succeed or not, it was meant to happen to you. Sometimes we have to take the leap of faith and pray for the best because it's better to live a life of mistakes and learning lessons than it is to live a life of what ifs. Nobody can tell the future. Pretty much everything you do is taking a leap of faith. So why not take the leap of faith that you feel will get you in a better place? Going back to the story of me moving across the country, I was terrified. On the day of me moving, I packed up my car. My cousin drove me down here. As soon as he left, I dropped him off at the airport. I remember thinking, what the hell did I do? I don't know anyone down here. My family is 17 hours away from me. If something were to happen, who can I really depend on? My first night in my apartment, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about everything that could potentially go wrong. The next morning I woke up, I had a sense of calmness. And I knew right then that I made the right decision. Regardless if 2-3 months down the line, I would have to move back home, I know that that was just part of the journey. And I knew that was something I needed to do in order for me to grow. The fourth thing that got me out of the cycle of being stuck is actually believing that I deserve more. You have to believe you deserve more because you do. Just because you maybe grew up in a certain area, you grew up with specific things, or you grew up or you're constantly around something, that does not mean you're not deserving of more. When you change your mindset to start believing that you actually are deserving of the things that you want in life, you'll start to see how things align in your life. You're actually not as far away from your dream life as most people think they are. All it takes is you actually believing you deserve it and putting the actions behind it. That's it. But most people, because they're so caught up in the chaos of their own lives, it's a lot harder for them to think about themselves in a positive situation. And if it's hard for you to believe that you're deserving of more, you need to get a journal and write your dream life. And you need to write about it every single day until you start believing that that could be your reality. I mean, get as detailed as you possibly can. A hack for this is to write it as if you were giving this to someone to read, as if it were a book. The last one is changing your environment. You have to change your environment if you feel stuck. Sit down and really think about it. Is it your city? Is it your work? Is it your friends? Whatever it is, you have to change your environment. Your environment controls your feelings and it guides your life. Now, I know it's not the easiest thing to just get up and move or switch jobs. Now, if it's your home environment that you feel like it's keeping you stuck, maybe think about redecorating your space. Adding something in your space that makes you feel good. If you feel like it's your job, do exciting things around your workday. Maybe take a new route to work, have breakfast in the morning with your friend. Maybe at lunch, go to your favorite restaurant, schedule a date after work. So then that way, when you're at work, instead of thinking about how stuck you feel or how miserable you are, you'll be thinking about the things you have planned after work. Maybe the stuff you've seen on your new route or conversations that you and your friend had. But I will say that this is only a placeholder. If you're truly miserable or you feel stuck because of your job, the only thing that you can do to get you from feeling that way is to get a new job. Being stuck is a choice that most people aren't making consciously. It may be because it feels familiar. It may be because you're just comfortable with it. But I'm telling you, getting out of your comfort zone does nothing but benefit you. It helps with your growth. It helps with your confidence. It allows you to open up to better opportunities. If you're somebody who feels stuck in a situation they're not happy in, you can make the choice to change it. It is never too late to get your life in order. If you're watching this video, you can go out and make the change today. If you like this video, make sure you like and comment your favorite part, or tell me about some things that you've done in order to get out of a situation where you felt stuck. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.